All right, guys, we are back with another game to share the rules with. We're going to go over Love Letter real quick. This is a simple game. I've got the small box version. I like this one because it's easy to travel with. It's easy to take with me. This game, I believe it's a four-player game. Look on the box here. I don't see it saying, but I believe it's a four-player game. I like this game because of its simplicity. It's actually a fairly well-rated game online. The rule book is a little more than I typically like to read. So we'll show you real quick how to play this. You've got tokens. You're going to play 4 rounds of this game. At the end of each round, the winner is going to get a token. Or I say 4 rounds. You're playing until somebody has 4 tokens. The winner of each round gets a token. And this is your cards. All right, there's I think 16 cards here to play. Each of your cards is a different character. You've got some guards that are numbered 1, and they've got the rules there on the bottom of them. We have 5 guard cards. You then have numbers 2. We have a priest. All right, and there should be 2 of those cards. I may be missing one here. It looks like I am. So we've got 2 priests. We should have the Baron. You have 2 of, and again, in the small box version, they give you a card like this that actually shows you how many of each thing that you have and gives you some quick descriptions on what they are. So I'm going to kind of cheat and look at those as I do this. But we've got 2 Barons. That's number 3. Number 4, we have some handmaids. I believe we've got 2 handmaids there. Then we have number 5, we've got the prince. Number 6 is the king. Number 7 is the countess. Number 8 is the princess. All right, so here's the thing with this game. You're trying to have the highest number at the end of the round. Everybody's going to get 2 cards dealt to them, and then you'll basically play 1 card. Everybody's trying to eliminate the other card's highest card each time wins as you go around the table. So fairly simple. You mix all the cards together. You're gonna shuffle all these cards and take a couple of these. All right, so we would shuffle these cards, deal them out. Say we've got 4 players, and then we'd have our center deck. So I believe each player's going to have 1 card. You're going to take one from the top of the deck to start your turn, and then you're going to choose one of these 2 cards to play, and you will play it down in the middle. Usually playing your card means that you're challenging somebody else to do something. On the cards themselves, it tells you what each of them do. I believe you can also find these online, so if you wanted to create this game yourself, fairly simple to do. Go online, find the instructions for this. There's 8 different characters. You can do this easily with a deck of cards. There's 16 total cards here. The whole point is to be the person with the highest number at the end of the game still in your hand. It's pretty easy. On this card, it tells you what each of these characters do. So the princess, she loses if she has to discard. So if you discard an 8, all right. So if we discarded this, you lose. You're out of that round. If you discard a 7, or you have to discard the 7 if you're caught with the prince or the king. So if you have the prince or the king in your hand, you will discard this as well. So let's say I had that in my hand to begin with. I want to hold on to it because it's a high number, but then I picked up a prince. I have to then discard my countess. That's a number 7. The king allows you to trade hands with somebody else. So you may or may not know what cards they have. The king allows you to trade hands with them. The prince, which is the 5. All right, we've got a prince here. The prince, 1 player discards his or her hand. All right, when the prince is played. And so you choose a player, including yourself, to discard your hand and draw a new card. The handmaiden basically just gives you protection. So until your next turn, you're going to ignore all the effects of any other card that are played. If you've played the Handmaiden, the Baron, the 3, you're going to compare your hand with somebody else. So you'll just look at somebody else. You're going to compare your hand with them, and whoever has the lower hand is out. So if I've got a Baron and a Handmaiden, and I choose to play my Baron, one card left, I'm going to share this with one other player on the table, and if my card is higher than theirs, then they are out. If my card is lower than theirs, then I am out. It's kind of a gamble there. The Priest, which is a number 2, the Priest gets to look at a hand. So you get to kind of spy on somebody else's hand, see what they've got going on. And the Guard, there's the most. This is the one there's the most of. Obviously, with the lowest number, it's really not something you want to hold on to, but it can be extremely powerful. Basically, you get to guess what card is in somebody else's hand. If you guess right, they're out of the round. All right, so fairly simple game to play. I enjoy this one. This is actually one of my favorite ones, just to break out because it's a quick, simple, easy game. And a player wins the game after winning a certain number of tokens. Like I said, typically with 4 players, you need to win 4 of these tokens to be the winner of the game. You get a token at the end of every round that you win, right? So there's all the tokens. These are just little wooden pieces, and you could use anything for those. But with 4 players, if you win 4 tokens, you win. If you're only playing with 3 players, you need 5 tokens to win the game. And if you're playing just 2 of you, you need 7 tokens to win the game. I actually have never played this 2-player. I've always played this 4-player. I've never played it 2 or 3. So 4 players, really how I know to play this game, and I really enjoy it. Really good for pretty much any age once they understand numbers, right? So my children, probably my oldest 2, play this with me. My 7 and 6-year-old play this with me. But I find it most enjoyable with teenagers. So my nieces and nephews really enjoy playing this one. Teenagers, and like I play with my dad or my brothers. Pretty simple, easy to take around with you. Not a lot of instructions and not a lot of cards, a big benefit. My biggest issue with this game, again, is the size of the box. Obviously, this could fit in half its size and be fine. But they've made this box quite a bit bigger than it needs to be. It's fine. It's still a little box, and so not too big of an issue. So that's Love Letter. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share. If I told anybody the rules wrong, feel free to drop it in the comments below. Catch my errors. Let everybody know that I'm not playing this correctly. And if you want to get more quick videos about how to play these games, please click on that bell, subscribe to my channel, and I'll keep coming out with these quick videos. I like doing these because a lot of games I've played, I hate reading the rule book, and some of them, the rule book is really complicated, and it just doesn't need to be. Some of the rules are fairly simple, and sometimes it just takes playing the game a few times, or at least getting that first introduction to playing before you really have a good understanding of the game and can start digging into more of the in-depth rules. So some of these games are really simple, some of them not as much, but this is a good one. I enjoy it. The Game Maker, AEG, they suggest this 14 and up. I would say you can start playing this with your 6, 7-year-olds if they're fairly decent understanding stuff. And it's a 4-player game, 10 to 20 minutes long at most usually. And you can pick this up for about $10 on Amazon, Miniature Market. I've even seen versions of it on like AliExpress. Obviously, those won't come from the actual Game Maker. Those are Chinese knockoffs. Again, though, if you're just playing it for the game, they're going to be out there. I know that there's plenty of gamers that are going to hate me for saying to do that, but whatever. So, Love Letter, it's a great game. Pick it up for your family. You'll enjoy it, especially while you're locked down for a little while. Take care.